talk sports and everything going on in the world of sports. Yes, yesterday was a very hectic but thrilling day, and of course we know what happened in the UEFA Champions League, and it was a lot. But he choked, just like Jasmine would say, he choked. It was too much. But I'm very sure she was actually watching the match as well. You went to watch Liverpool, and surprisingly, for the first time, Liverpool had to lose the match. Well, at least you're still taking first position. You should be happy.
Thank you. Yes, even if we lose 14 matches, we're still on the top of the table. Thank you.
Well, I don't blame you. So, Liverpool, Barcelona, they are the first and the second on the league. But before we talk about what happened in Europe, let's start with what is happening here. Yes, what is happening here now. Of course, Eric Chell, talking about the new Super Eagles coach, our new head coach, has come out to say that the Super Eagles will have a very, very good run in AFCON 2025. Yes, Eric Chell actually said that he has claimed that this Super Eagles team is motivated to go all the way this time around. In his words, he said, yes, it's going to be difficult to win, but they are because there are 24 very good teams and some very good coaches. But I know I've got a team that is out for revenge, and I'm out for revenge too. So we are going to have a lot of fun. He's already talking tough. And I like the way he speaks. And of course, we have no other option but to throw our support behind Eric Chell. And he's saying that we are going all the way this time. Do you believe him, Jasmine? Do you believe him?
I read the news this morning. I was like, okay.
But the last time we were actually in the AFCON, we came second place, talking about the first runners up. Now this time around, he said we are out for revenge, and he's out for revenge as well, knowing that he also lost. Of course, if you're talking about his former team Mali, they did lose to the eventual winners.
It does not even mean anything.
But he is the coach of Nigeria now, and Nigeria is out for revenge. Trostekong himself, talking about our captain, has actually said it's a very good draw, and he's ready for this time around, that we're going all the way. So it seems the Super Eagles this time around, they are very, very prepared. So Nigerians should be prepared to support the Super Eagles as well.
I'm prepared to support Super Eagles, right? But then I have not seen the coach work with the guys. The boys.
Yes,
so
exactly.
We have to wait until the first outing.
The first outing. Talking about actually the AFCON, it will be taking place from December 1st to the 18th of February 2026. Yes, December 21st, 2025, and then it will be ending on February 18, 2026. And our first match will be taking on Tanzania. Yes, the Stafia Stars of Tanzania on Tuesday, December the 23rd. It's going to be a very wonderful Christmas and New Year celebration, if you ask me. Now, of course, knowing what Eric Chell has said, we are waiting to see what will happen this time around. Now, of course, there's still another country that is talking tough, and none other than the country that actually took first this time around. The title holders, the defending champions, none other than Ivory Coast. Yes, who is that? Talking about the coach of Ivory Coast. It seems every coach has something to say. Now, the coach of Ivory Coast, talking about Emerson Faye, has said he's confident that Ivory Coast will bring the trophy back to Abidjan. Now, in his words, he said, sorry Morocco and sorry to all other teams, but we're bringing the trophy back to Abidjan. Now, of course, Faye, who actually replaced the French coach, talking about Jean-Louis Gasset. Yes, he was his assistant coach before he replaced him during the last AFCON after they lost in a 4-goal thriller to Equatorial Guinea, and now he actually brought this remarkable comeback for Ivory Coast, and eventually got Ivory Coast to their AFCON title. Now he's saying that he's coming back with his team, and he's sure that they're going to bring it back to Abidjan again. Now, the first runner-up has spoken, and the defending champions have spoken. Now, talking about Nigeria's group, we will be facing Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania. Yes, the East African stars, talking about Uganda and Tanzania. And, of course, former AFCON champions, talking about Tunisia, who won the 2004 edition. They are actually in the same group with Nigeria, and will be facing Tunisia, Uganda, and Tanzania. Now, of course, talking about Ivory Coast, they have a much tougher group. Some say it is the group of death, some say it is not. Now, let's talk about the group of Ivory Coast. They will be facing Cameroon, who are 5-time winners of the AFCON. Yes, 5-time winners of AFCON. And they'll be facing Gabon as well, and Mozambique. Now, this is what Ivory Coast will be facing in order to get out of the group stage and get to the knockout stage and eventually go all the way if they are going to defend this AFCON title. Now, of course, this is all we have for you, bringing from the African scene. Now, let's go over to the European scene and talk about what happened in the Champions League yesterday. It was too much. It was raining goals. A total of 57 goals were scored last night from 18 matches across different venues, countries. Every team was playing in the Champions League yesterday. Now, this is about the inaugural, the maiden edition and the new format of the Champions League. It is no longer a group stage. It is now a league, just like it is being called. Now, of course, talking about what happened yesterday, let's give you results of what happened yesterday. Now, Aston Villa actually defeated Celtic. It was a very thrilling match. They defeated Celtic by 4-2. Barcelona and Atalanta played to a 2-2 draw, and Barcelona still take the second place. Yes, sir. Bayer Leverkusen defeated Sparta Prague, who are already eliminated, to make it to the top 8. Bayern Munich defeated Slovan Bratislava 3-1. Now we also have Borussia Dortmund taking on Shakhtar Donetsk, and that was a 3-1 win for Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid defeated Brest 3-0, and Dynamo Zagreb defeated AC Milan 2-1. Now, of course, still talking about what is happening in the Champions League. Now, we also have a Girona that faced Arsenal, and surprisingly, Arsenal lost that game to Girona by 2-1. Now, Inter Milan scored 3-0 against Monaco, of course, to seal their place in the league, talking about the top 8. And Juventus lost to Benfica. Yes, they lost to Benfica by 2-0. And Lille actually faced Feyenoord that defeated Bayern Munich 3-0 the last time and fell to Lille 6-1. I think that was the highest goal tally we have of the games last night. Lille defeated Feyenoord 6-1. Man City, yes, they came from behind and defeated Club Brugge. They needed a win in that match, and they did not disappoint this time around. They defeated Club Brugge 3-1. And PSV, for the first time, defeating Liverpool in this Champions League, and it is not going to be 100% record for Liverpool, and they defeated Liverpool 3-2 at home. RB Salzburg, who are already eliminated, were defeated by Atletico Madrid again, and Sporting had to play to a 1-1 draw with Bologna. Sturm Graz actually defeated RB Leipzig this time around, but it is too late as they were also eliminated with Leipzig, who were also their rivals yesterday. And Stuttgart fell to PSG 4-1, and the young boys who are actually acting like old men now actually fell to Red Star Belgrade 1-0 last night. Now let's give you the table how it looks like right now. The people that are there, the teams that are still there, the teams that are leaving, and the teams that will be proceeding to the playoffs draw in order to know how they are going through. Now the first position still goes to Liverpool, and they deserve a round of applause if you ask me. Now Barcelona will be having 19 points, and they're coming second to Liverpool's 21 points. Top 3 right now will be Arsenal having 19 points as well, but a goal difference of 13. Inter Milan are also having 19 points, but a goal difference of 10. Atletico Madrid coming with 5th position, having 18 points and goal difference of 8. Bayer Leverkusen, just until last night, moved up to the 6th position. And we have Lille, this French team. They are doing so well, and they are having 16 points, and they are there in the 7th position and rounding up top 8. None other in the 8th 8th position will be Aston Villa, having 16 points and a goal difference of 7. Now they've just edged out Atalanta, who are taking 9th position. Yes, from the 9th to 24th will be Atalanta, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, Paris Saint-Germain, that is PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Man City. Yes, Man City made it from 26th position to 22nd just last night, and they are lucky to be there. And the 23rd position going to Sporting CP, and last but not the least will be Club Brugge. Yes, even the defeat to Man City did not keep them away from the playoffs. Now tomorrow by 12 p.m. Nigerian time will be the time for the draw. Talking about the draw that will be taking place tomorrow for the playoffs draw. The first 8 teams talking about in the playoffs will be facing the next unseeded teams from 19th to 16th and 17th to 24. They will be knowing who they will face next in order to meet the top 8. And this is the new format of the Champions League, talking about what is happening right now in the Champions League. Yes, by 12 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow, the draws will begin and will be concluded soon after, and then eventually it will be another round of Champions League games. Now let's talk about what is happening in the Europa League. Yes, the Europa League will be happening today. It's going to be another 18-game thriller. I don't know how many goals it's going to be this time around. Maybe 57 will be the tally to beat. Now, of course, the main matches we have will be Ajax taking on Galatasaray. Yes, that will be coming up by 9 p.m. as well today. All 18 matches in the Europa League will be taking place today as well. Yes, as match day 8, the last day of the league phase. Now, Anderlecht will be taking on Hoffenheim. Athletic Club will be taking on Victoria Pleasant, and Sporting Braga will take on Lazio. Dynamo Kiev will take on RFS, and we have FCSB taking on Manchester United at home. Yes, and of course we have Lyon taking on Ludogorets. Tel Aviv will take on Porto, and Nice will be taking on Bodo Glimt. Olympiacos taking on Karabakh, and Rangers that nearly defeated Manchester United the last time will be taking on Union SG. Real Sociedad will be taking on PAOK, and of course we have another cracker talking about Roma taking on Eintracht Frankfurt, and Slava Praha taking on Malmo. Tottenham, yes, Tottenham will be taking on Elfsborg, and Twente will be taking on Besiktas. Now let me give you the table of the Europa League as it stands before match day 8. Lazio are taking the first position. Yes, they are there with 19 points. Eintracht Frankfurt are taking second with 16 points as well. Athletic Club coming third. Manchester United at 4th position. Lyon at 5th and Tottenham 6th. 7th place will be going to Anderlecht, and 8th position will be moving to FCSB. Yes, Galatasaray are just shy with 1 point. They are 9th position. Bodo Glimt are 10th, and of course this is how we have the top 10 in the Europa League. And Dynamo Kiev, Nice, Karabakh, Ludogorets, Malmo, Salva, Praha, and RFS, they are having the 30 to 36. They have already been eliminated from the Europa League. Whatever they are playing for right now is just playing for their honor, and of course these are the rules of the game. Now, of course, whatever happens in the Europa League, we will be bringing it to you tomorrow. Yes, the results of the Europa League, and of course any other league across Europe. I am your host, and of course your Wonder Woman on this Sports Airways, Uchenna Diana Anambra. Goodbye for now. See you some other time.
Just a little break for some messages. We'll be right back.